Good evening. Welcome to a very late Reiki pick-me-up. It is midnight where I'm at, a little past midnight. I hope you're all doing well. We're just going to sit here for a little bit. Get out of our heads, get into our bodies. If you would like to receive the Reiki healing, you just need to be open to receive. Just need to acknowledge that this is something you would like to experience. Good evening, good evening. How am I feeling? I'm feeling well. I went to my brother's concert, which is why I'm a little dolled up tonight. And I thought that I would just pop on for a little moment to send some healing. How are you feeling, Daniel? Oh, I love that, Daniel. That's great. I feel like a lot of us are not breathing. I channel light language. Oso oeri iaro su tu inieri imura iatara sataeri ifatari ianara sieti kiete shanau tu namukunoti. Wato oshmur itari fa tarini tiri saturo no konieti ashmama. Wasunu kuno unku iri inki iri iatauk or iatar uk or iatarus uk ukur iatauk akar iati iek ekir iatar ak akar umkut. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, it's a full moon in Libra today. It's opposite Aries. So we're balancing energies out. Allowing ourselves to be soft. Allowing harmony into our lives. Libra is very much a sign that embodies aesthetics and relationships. Birthday's tomorrow. Wonderful. Happy early birthday. those of you who are just joining, this is Reiki healing. So this is a form of energy healing. Just have to be, to give your consent. We don't work against anyone's consent, so just need to be open to receive. Acknowledge this is something you would like to experience. If you just like to sit and just watch, you can too. No one's forcing anyone to do anything. And if this isn't for you, that's okay as well. It's not for everyone. So you can scroll on by if you don't want to be a part. No one's forcing you to stay, but I'd love it if you did. Thank you. Oh, it's my sister. So this is Reiki healing. This is just energetic healing. We're channeling energy from source to bring about well-being in the body, to balance out anything that is a little out of balance, to clear out any energies that don't serve us anymore. Everyone will experience it differently. So just allow yourself to experience whatever it is that you experience. Try not to judge it, try not to think about it too much. If you don't feel very much, that's okay too. It's totally okay. Everyone is different. Everyone has different things that need to be addressed. So sometimes the energy works on the subconscious level. If there was something specific you wanted the energy to direct itself to, you can set your intention on that. Your intention is your superpower, so you are just as empowered in this energetic healing to guide the Reiki energy in whichever way you choose. However, it is totally okay to just let it do what it needs to do because it is super intelligent and it will give you whatever it is that you need in your highest good, in your highest safety at this time. We can just be. We can just allow ourselves to have a moment for us. Having a moment to sit with ourselves in peace. Do you feel a certain way? Paying attention to how our body feels, paying attention to our emotions. Paying attention to our breath, right? A lot of times when we go through life, we really forget to breathe. We have a tendency to hold our breath for a really long time instead of letting it flow naturally. And it's not until you actually pay attention, you take that really big exhale, that you realize how long you've been holding your breath for. So connecting to that, what is it that's keeping us in this state of waiting? What are we waiting for? What are we bracing ourselves against? What are we holding in? Because exhaling is very much an act of letting go, allowing ourselves to exhale the things that no longer have purpose in our bodies, no longer have purpose in our energetic space. I love that. Inhale the news story, exhale the old. And really allow yourself to feel how clean, what it feels like to just breathe in that new air. What does it feel like? Does it feel cool? Hi, Ruda. Thank you. Really paying attention to breathing. How do your lungs feel? How does your body feel? Do you feel heavier? Do you feel lighter? Do you feel calmer? What are the things that you are letting go of as you breathe? And it is a full moon, and full moons are special. When the moon is full, it's a beautiful time for us to release the things that no longer serve us. Allowing ourselves to clean our slate so that we can bring in the things that we do want to have in our lives. Thank you. I like it too. It's currently raining on my roof. So it's another way to cleanse, is to cleanse with the rain, cleansing with water, letting the water wash everything away. Hi, Gabby. Letting the water carry it away. Hi, darling. Hi, Wolf. How are you? What's my name? My name is Salome. I am a Holy Fire Karuna World Peace Reiki Master Teacher. And we're just sitting here enjoying some beautiful energy healing. Just nice and calm. Before we go to bed, while we start our day, for those of us on the other side of the planet, like Ruda. Right? Thank you for the roses. Have a beautiful night. A lot of us also would benefit from connecting to the earth, grounding, allowing yourself to be supported and anchored by the earth below, connecting with nature, allowing yourself to be supported and anchored as we walk through life so we don't float away. We can be stable. Hey, Jacob. I am real, very much. Se eri ianara koru ushnamutu eri iatara sanaura eteri iniri namata naya teri sanaura sunokumo. It can feel like a dream sometimes. Thank you, Michelle. So I channel light language like codes. So it's another form of energetic healing through sound. So I don't know how to translate it into the concepts or the words that our minds understand, but it's felt on a soul level. So oftentimes when people hear light language, there are many different types of light language. Oftentimes when they hear it for the first time, it feels very familiar. Because it is. It's familiar to our spirit. It's familiar to our soul. It's something that is a part of a deep, deep, deep part of us. Oh, thank you so much for the gift. So that's what it is. It's very much, it feels like you know it. Yes, very much. It's familiar because our souls have been doing this for a very long time. Our physical bodies are finite. However, our souls and our spirit are not. Our souls and our spirit continue. So even though you haven't encountered it maybe in this lifetime, I'm sure part of you, your soul has encountered it once upon a time. Thank you. So I hope that you, thank you, Marcel. I went to my brother had a concert tonight, so I got myself all nice. Sautosh iri narasanarum konoto iri nikinirishna manateni. Asuanarini iri inaurasunamoneteri imuaketeri niasanamonotosh. Yeah, he plays bluegrass folk music. He's got a band. If you're interested in his music, it's Shadow Facts on Spotify. Shadow Facts folk, I think. Bonjour. Oh, I'm so glad, Christiana. My cat's walking on the piano. It was Gandalf's horse. Yeah. He's very good. He's got some really great tunes. Thank you. Oh, that's so pretty. I've never seen that butterfly one before. It is very late for me, but I had nothing better to do. Hi. Yeah. It's probably close to that for me. glad you were here, Michelle. If you ever have any questions, I have an email address in my Linktree, so I'm always happy to answer any questions you might have. My necklace, it's an oak leaf. Yeah, of course. Do I teach Reiki? I do teach Reiki. I'm going to be teaching Reiki Level 1 next Saturday. For those of you who are interested in starting a Reiki journey. Yeah, of course. You're up early in Brazil. Pardon me. This is Reiki healing. Sorry. Oh, I have to relax. This is Reiki healing. So this is energy healing. I channel source energy, unconditional love energy, and the energy of compassion, so that I may aid in helping you release anything that you no longer need in your energetic field, providing calming, providing healing, allowing emotions to transit. It's really just allowing us to transmute and get rid of all of the gunk that we no longer need, so that our bodies can continue healing themselves naturally in their most efficient way. Oh, I love that, Anna. Oh, Anna, I'm sorry, my love. Yeah, and it's funny, this isn't for everyone, right? This is definitely... So it's hard for people who see it for the first time to understand. And that's normal. We all have those moments where it looks funny, our brains have a hard time understanding what's going on. But if you allow yourself to just sit in this space for a little bit and just allow yourself to experience whatever that comes, you would be surprised. And I really do believe that people find this live for a reason. That's why I very much, it's not for everyone, and there are some people who will make comments and it's fine. Doesn't really bother me. But I'll never, unless somebody's being hurtful to somebody else, I will never block anyone. I always mute. If it gets disruptive, I always ask that we mute instead, because I feel that these people are here for a reason. There's something in this live that their higher self guided them to experience. And so it is not my place to take that away from them. So I will always, that's the protocol, unless someone is being incredibly hurtful. So what I'm doing is I'm sending Reiki healing. I'm sending energetic healing. It works with your mind, your body, and your soul. It's channeling higher vibrational energies, energies of the universe, higher consciousness if you want. Source, God, Creator, unconditional love. And it's helping clear out any imbalances in your energetic field so that your body may continue its own healing, so that you may feel lighter, so that you may receive healing in whatever form it is that is in your highest good. It may be in the form of emotional healing, physical healing, spiritual healing. Could be a combination. You feel the energy. Do you feel it in your neck and your... Are you feeling, is the Reiki helping with your neck, in your head? How do we receive this? You just have to acknowledge that it's something you'd like to experience. It's just working with your consent. You don't have to do anything special. I do post these on YouTube, so I post my live replays on YouTube. So there's a link in my Linktree if you would like to subscribe to that. I'm a little behind on posting my last few lives on there. I haven't posted one in a bit. Just have some things to do, but I do post them. Oh, I'm so sorry, Christiana. My energy is real. Have a good weekend, Christian. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I can respond to your comments. They go very quickly. Yeah, just allow yourself. Try not to try to just let it flow. Sometimes it can be pretty intense, but I'm glad that it's calming. Yeah, absolutely, Sol. I post them to my YouTube. Hola. Good night, darling. The link Linktree isn't there. That's strange. I'll have to look into that. Soul, if you Google Reiki with Salome, or if you YouTube search Reiki with Salome, that's my YouTube. Yeah, thank you for pointing that out. I didn't notice. Thank you. Windsor, Ontario. Yeah, sleep well, Anthony. I'm sending Reiki healing. Oh, I love that, Anna. I can in some ways. I can feel where the energy wants to be moved. So people have asked me what I'm doing with my hands. So what I'm doing with my hands is I'm drawing symbols, but I'm just gently guiding the energy. It's hard to explain, but there will be moments where I can feel that either one person or several people really need help in a specific area of their body. Thank you. I also encourage you guys not to, I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I would encourage you, when there are going to be people who come in here and they don't understand, and who come in with their comments, and oftentimes when people don't understand something, their knee-jerk reaction is to make jokes or make fun. And it's just a reflection on them. So I just encourage you to don't even give them your time, your energy. They're here for a reason. There's something that they'll gain from this place. But I encourage you to just let them be. Anyone can practice Reiki. You're running a marathon. Good for you. Set your intention on your knee, Robert. Set your intention there and ask the Reiki to be guided to your knee. Yeah, Reiki works with chakras. Reiki works with our energetic system. So our chakras are just chakras are energy. There we go, we're back. So sorry about that, everyone. So sorry. I'm back. I'm back. Don't worry. I had a problem with my Wi-Fi. Don't worry. I'm back. I don't know Melanie Martinez. You see me. So sorry about that, everyone. My internet connection did a thing. So that's basically what it is. So yeah, we have our third eye chakra. That's where our pineal gland is, right? In the center of our forehead. When you think about when you're trying to remember something or when you're trying to connect, we tend to close our eyes, but we look up. We look up here. We're connecting to the center of our brain. Our pineal gland is. That's our third eye. It is the color indigo generally. And then if you go a little bit further down, go down to your throat where your thyroid is, right? Your thyroid in your throat. That's that chakra is the throat chakra. It glows blue. It centers your speech, your truth. If you go a little bit further down, you've got the thymus gland. That's where the high heart chakra is. It generally glows a beautiful pink color. Right? It's not completely heart, it's not completely throat, it's that unconditional love center that we have. A little bit further down is our heart chakra, where our heart is. Massive electromagnetic field that created by our heart. I think it has a larger magnetic field than our brain does, our heart. So our love center, that's where we express our emotions with others. Go a little bit lower, you've got the solar plexus, it glows yellow. Right? It's our center of confidence. Down at our reproductive organs, that's our sacral chakra. And that energy portal glows beautiful orange. It's where we are creative. That's where our creativity lies, right? We create life in that part of our body. It's also where we connect to our fear. So we can store fear in the sacral chakra. And then finally, the root chakra at the base of our spine glows a beautiful red. That is the chakra closest to the earth, and so that's where we really experience our physicality. That's where we experience safety with the world, where we are connected to Mother Earth. That is the most beautiful compliment. Thank you. Phosphorus, that's beautiful. Thank you. Te tiri enara suto iri mono to iri mari tiri sto tiri mukuru futuri inare niki tori shnamuata. Asaya te iare ni ari nua nere shmuari tiara kur iaturu shuto iri fatari inatra masanato etanieri iatara suta. So I channel light codes. So just like Reiki healing, I do healing through my voice, through different dialects that I channel. This connecting to the soul aspect of myself. I recognize that it sounds kind of funny to some people. But light language is very much, it vibrates at a very high frequency. It's part of a deep, deep place of ourselves. So a lot of times, I was saying this earlier, a lot of times we hear this and it sounds familiar even though our brains don't really understand what we're saying. And it's because it is a language that our soul recognizes, just like music, right? If you think about music, music is like a universal language. It is a language that we all speak no matter where we live, no matter where we come from. We can connect to it. We can understand the emotions that we get from the music that we listen to. Light language is very similar. Light language works on the level of the soul and of emotions. So even though we don't understand maybe the lyrics that are being said, we understand the story that is being told through the way that the language makes us feel. What is happening with my Wi-Fi today? We have a big storm happening here, so I think that the storm is kind of playing with our Wi-Fi. I don't work well. I mean, speaking your truth is a spell, I guess. Have a beautiful evening, Sid. What is energy to me? That's a beautiful question. This is silly. What is energy to me? It's hard to describe, isn't it? Energy is everything, isn't it? It's very hard to define. It's just the force that moves us to live. Is Reiki more powerful in person? No, not necessarily. It will be more impactful if it's a personal session versus a collective one, because when I'm doing a personal session, my intention is focused specifically on your energy, and so I'm able to observe specifically what in your energetic field needs to be addressed. But whether I do it by distance or whether I do it in person, it won't make a difference. Energy is not bound by time and space, so being physically proximate doesn't really make a difference, because energy is working on a different plane. It's not working on the physical plane, it's working on the metaphysical plane. Thank you for the compliment. So don't worry about if you're not having it in person. It doesn't matter. I learned Reiki by distance, right? I took my Reiki level 1 and 2 in October of 2020, and it was done online. And then I got my master level in December of 2021, and I did that online as well. And then I got my master level in Karuna Reiki in September of 22. And I did that as well online. I did it all online. So the fact that you are all able to experience this energy, by distance, is by virtue of me also learning this energy by distance. Energy is very cool. It's very, very cool. And, we're learning about it more and more. I've had this conversation in many lives in the past, but I like to bring it up, when I can. And those who are really skeptical about this type of work, right, because they don't understand it, because they can't measure it, right? A lot of people ask me to prove that it's real, prove that it's working, science this, science that, quantify. And we have to understand that just because we're not able to measure something with the tools that we have doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. It just means that we don't know how to measure it yet. And that's okay, right? We create things. We find ways of discovering new aspects of the world and how nature works, right? The telescope helped us discover, certain aspects of planets and the sun and the earth, and we learned about gravity at some point, and we created a metric system, and there's all these things that we create through time, and we get a new perspective on the world that we didn't have before. We see the world every day, we experience it every day, and then we get new information that changes the way that we see it. And so the information that I have has affected the way that I understand and see things in the world, even though I don't have the same tools that somebody else might. Well, it doesn't mean if the earth randomly started teaching you Reiki with no interest in it. Probably mean that it's a calling for you. Listen to your intuition, absolutely. Listen to your body, especially if it's the earth connecting to you. Generally, that's through the body. Listen to what your body is telling you. What does your body feel? What does your body want to do? Right? I'm actually going to be learning animal Reiki in May. So for those of you, there's a lot of you that often have their beautiful companions, their furry companions with them, or their feathered companions. And I hear often that they really enjoy being near the energy. As I speak, I have my cat looking at me in the corner. Animals really tend to love the calming energy of Reiki. And I'm learning a specific form of Reiki that channels, that really works with the energy of Mother Nature, actually, that works with the energy of the earth, to help animals with trauma and anxiety and all that kind of stuff. My energy is too familiar. It is a little bit different to do Reiki on animals. So animals, their chakras are in different places, and you can still use traditional Reiki on animals, but there's different ways of getting their consent, and there are some energies that resonate more than others. So there are a lot of different types of Reiki, right? And some people will be drawn to some types of Reiki versus others. So I practice Holy Fire Karuna World Peace Reiki. Right? And some people might be drawn to a different form of Reiki. And animals are kind of the same way. It's a different frequency of energy. And it's really learning how to communicate with their energy in a way that is more aligned to them. Yeah, absolutely, Paul. Divine Feminine. Yeah, and RH, you know, when we go on this path, we have to understand that sometimes that's gonna happen, and it will come to those who are ready for it. So I've personally, you know, you can give them the information, but try not to force it. Right? We can't force anything. Nothing can be forced. I look like the forest. I love that. Thank you, Kay. I dressed up as a forest fairy for my brother's show. Can I see your comments? I don't know. I see that comment, but I mean, I get a lot of comments. Getting a little cold. My little jingle jacket. Sorry. Sorry. Hi, Dave. Eta inari suno yari nare teri nira soto itu sutri more teri fatare shitiri fakari tara suno. Mari tara suno ta teri uzut vishnamata suno ta yatiri suate. I love that star, that's beautiful. Sono chi nera sono toshin mota iri fuori te isi tiri nukana. Anieta se te iri satarashana moto niri fuori te niri sawa te iri niki nera sono. They are vibrations. It's a beautiful question. That's very, very spot on. So when I channel light language, it's very much what's important is the frequency. Understanding what I say is not important. It's the energetic frequency because they carry activations, and everything around us is sound, right? Everything vibrates at a certain frequency. And so the frequency at which it vibrates is very healing. It tingles. I love that. You're welcome. This makes you emotional. That's normal, Kay. So sometimes what happens is we have a habit of storing our emotions. We have a habit of pushing them down, and we store it in our body. Emotions are energy in motion, right? And they're meant to be felt, and they're meant to be expressed, and they're meant to be transited through. And so when we resist the expression of our emotions in the moment, we store them. And so sometimes what happens, right, when we're having some energetic healing like Reiki, What the Reiki energy is doing is it's allowing us to clear out all of that stagnant energy that has been stored in our body because of us not allowing ourselves to feel it. So you might be feeling it now, even though you don't have a trigger necessarily. I love that. We don't know what we know. There's a lot that we don't know that we know. We know that we know, but we don't know how to say what we know. I do have some videos on my TikTok. I don't have any videos on YouTube of me just speaking light language the entire time. But I definitely should look into doing something like that. Bypassing the limits of conventional language. Exactly. Can we heal with 528 hertz? 528 hertz is the frequency of the heart chakra. Reiki is energetic healing. So Rei means spiritual consciousness, Ki is energy. So Reiki is channeling spiritual consciousness energy to help allow us heal, allowing us to transmute those energies that no longer serve us, allowing us to find balance and harmony in our energetic system. Everything's about balance. And as we go through life and when we make the choices that we do and who we interact with and all of that, we can have imbalances in our energy. And so it's really trying to get our energy to be balanced again. That's basically what the Reiki is doing, and that will involve releasing stored trauma, releasing stored emotions, right? It involves transmuting negative or, I guess, lower vibrational energies that may be attached to us. I mean, this life is free, isn't it? But, I mean, my personal sessions, I charge money for because it's my business. Everything is an energetic exchange. Everything is an energetic exchange. So, in this physical plane, that's the type of exchange that takes place, is sending Reiki healing and receiving some kind of compensation for the value of the healing that I provide. Oh, I love that. I love yoga. It comes from a higher realm of consciousness, yeah. It's kind of like ASMR videos. It's different in that ASMR, the tingles and stuff you get from the ASMR is strictly through, oh, thank you so much for the gift. From the sounds, right, and the microphone and the tapping, and it kind of triggers things in our brains to make us feel certain things. Reiki is a little different because Reiki is very much energy healing. So the way that I speak has, the tone of my voice is calming, sure, but the tingles that you may be feeling or the physiological responses that you're getting isn't necessarily from the tone of my voice, it's from me channeling the Reiki energy. It does help strengthen your higher, well, it doesn't help strengthen your higher self. Your higher self is your higher self, right? Your higher self just is. What it does is it strengthens your connection to your higher self. It strengthens your ability to connect and be aligned with the path of your higher self. Mexico. Oh, I love it when my neck cracks. That's very nice. I really like this flute. Yeah, you can have your eyes closed too, right? For those of you who are in the live, you don't have to have your eyes open. You can simply just close your eyes and allow yourself to just experience it. You don't have to look at the screen. The Reiki is going to help whether you look at the screen or not. You can fall asleep, and that's okay. The flute is very nice. I practice Holy Fire Reiki. Yeah, I do not advertise that I read the Akashic Records. It's not something that I've done for someone else. It's not something that I'm going to say that I do. I have accessed the Akashic Records before, but I practice Holy Fire Reiki, and sometimes I might connect to past life stuff through that. But it's not something I consciously do, if that makes any sense. My mom made these bracelets. Thank you. I'll tell her. I will let her know. I will let her know, Nathan. That's the universe speaking, my love. That's a great question, because sexual energy is very, very important. Our sexuality is really, really important. It's something that has for a long time, a lot of us feel a lot of shame around sexuality. So what you're referring to, the energy of it is generally surrounded by a lot of toxic aspects. So I'd be wary. I'd be wary of consuming that kind of media a lot. You like my jingle jacket? Yeah, I like it too. I wouldn't say drastic, but I would be really careful, because there's it's not a very healthy industry. Buenos dias. So yeah, I would abstain from it. I would reduce it as much as you can. Use your imagination. Use your imagination to connect to that part of you. It's really a matter of relearning to connect to our body and to connect to our body's energy. And there's something really powerful about our sexual energy, because I was speaking about the sacral chakra before. The sacral chakra is found in our reproductive area, right? And that's where we create life, right? If you think about it. Our sacral chakra is all about creation. It's all about creativity, art, music, dancing, expression. And so when we understand the power our sexuality has in creating, we can use that energy to help us manifest, right? To put that creative energy into things that we want to bring into existence in our life. Sorry, these are going really fast. I'm not working on a specific chakra. I was working on the sacral just as I was talking about that, because I felt guided to. But I'm just sending general energy for your highest good, because everyone is different, so I'm not focusing on a specific area right now. Nathan, it could be that you're just experiencing or releasing emotions. It could be that it's like a past, something that has been stored that is trying to be released. So just allow yourself to express or feel the feelings that you're feeling. Our bodies purge the energy in different ways. Sometimes it is through these emotions. Sometimes it's through physical purging, like burping or laughing or crying or sighing. Like there's different ways that the energy wants to be released. And so if you're feeling that deep emotion out of nowhere, just allow yourself to feel it, because it's presenting itself so that it can be felt and released. Yeah, and to get back on this topic of the sex industry, right? Where this is most important in understanding is that because that part of us, that sexual part of us, is so creative, it's very much asking that connection between your mind, your body, and your soul, being able to visualize and create these things yourself and really be able to connect to your own energy that way. And so when we engage with the industry and all of these images and videos and all of that kind of stuff, it's taking that power away from us, because we're relying and becoming addicted and dependent on an external source for us to connect to that sexual energy within us, where we should be able to access it within ourselves without seeing anything outside of us. And so that's why it's really important for us to diminish that as much as we can and really tap into our inner experience, so that we can really fully embrace and empower ourselves with that beautiful energy that we possess. Do my parents watch my lives? My mom watches my lives once in a while. My dad watches my lives all the time because he passed away, so he's always watching over me. Your life was not a mistake. Everything has meaning. Thank you. Reiki is not transferring heat necessarily. It can feel warm to some people, but Reiki is very much energy healing. And some people experience that energy as heat, some people experience it as cold, some people experience it as tingles. Oftentimes when you're a Reiki practitioner, it will feel like your hands get hot, but not always. Everyone is different. It is raining. Can you hear it? Chris, how are you doing, my beautiful? Hi, Jacob. You've been here for a while, I'm sure. Yeah, absolutely. If you have issues around sexuality, working on your sacral chakra is so important. So, so important. And sometimes our sacral chakra is tied with our throat. So when we do Reiki healing, oftentimes when there's an imbalance in the sacral, there's often an imbalance in the throat as well. Because the sacral is where we create, the throat is where we express. It's how we share what we create with the world. It's how we share our voice. It's how we are heard. It's how we allow ourselves to give this beautiful creative energy a voice. I would love some herbal tea. Oh, I'm sorry, Nathan. It's okay. The rain is lovely. I love it when it rains. This Reiki gift, it is a gift in that it is a gift that I get to experience and that you get to experience. However, it is something that everyone is able to learn. So no one is precluded from learning how to practice Reiki. Some people are natural born healers. I've always felt guided on a healing path. I didn't understand it the way that I do now when I was younger. However, I've always had this inclination to take people's pain away in whatever form it is that I understood that. And so, you know, some people have a stronger kind of natural inclination or drive to follow healing, but anyone is able to learn Reiki. Thank you so much for the gifts, everyone. It's so beautiful. I'm sorry if I'm not thanking you as they come. Sometimes I don't see them come in. I'm very grateful. Oh, I'm glad that you enjoy it. I almost didn't come on because I don't even know what time it is. What time is it? It's quite late. Toiniri sono toiniri niara salto no kotusi mukwaresh. Eteya niara nsu turish namo atayeri akoto namo anati. Asura sira suata. Reiki with Salome. I do teach Reiki. Hello, Norway. Look at all of my European babies coming in. Finland, Norway, welcome, welcome. Chris, how are you? How is Bali? Good night. UK. I'm glad that you're enjoying it. Oh, that's so loud. Australia, g'day. Sweden. Wisconsin, you are up early, girl. Texas, y'all, Michigan, you guys are nuts. 3 a.m. Hi, fella, how are you doing, my love? Medina, Ohio. Chile, buenos días, buenas noches. Denmark, okay, Arizona, UK, San Diego. Yeah, I might not be able to stay on for very much longer. It's getting really early in the morning. I'm going global. New York, beautiful. Montreal, bonjour. Germany. Hi, Cheyenne and Wyoming, okay. Canada, Canada's big. I'm on the West Coast. I won't ask you anymore, Chris. We're gonna have our video call though. Friday. Merci, c'est très gentil. Ah, Belgique, cool. Have a beautiful day, Nathan, or evening. It's all love here. All love here, Christian. Spain, España, buenos días. Namaste. Ma mère est française de France. Thank you. Merci. Vous pouvez me tutoyer, ça ne me dérange pas. Oh, I love that fella. I will let you know, Nathan. I'll try to make a TikTok or something and I'll tag you, Nathan Montoya. So I'm not sending my energy. I'm just a vessel. Just a vessel. I do get tired eventually. I am gonna get tired soon. I am sending positive energy. It's just love. But I'm not sending my energy, so I don't like run out of my own energy. Un nain géant. Je me considère fait. Salomé signifie quoi? Bon. Le nom, d'après ce que je comprends, ça signifie la paix. Donc voilà. Oh, that's lovely, Bella. I do protect myself. I do use Gaia's energy as well. I'm going to be learning animal Reiki soon. Thank you so much for the gifts. C'est Teri Zuturesh Manata Niri Flataria Niri Suira Corritos Muata. I want to help all of the sad animal babies. I have a lot of friends that have rescued dogs mostly. And so I would love to be able to help them with their anxiety. Je suis contente. Je suis ravie. How did I learn light language? It's something that we all have. And it presents itself to us in our own time. So it's not something you can really learn. It's just something that you start connecting to. If that makes sense. Buongiorno, Italia. I love that. I'm glad you're here. Come and stay a while. Joyeux anniversaire en avance. Nouvelle vie, nouvel départ. Chaque jour par jour. On continue. Je vous en prie. Hi Sebastian. Hi. I'm gonna have to turn this down. My brother just came home. Did you come home with Simon? I'm gonna have to close off the energy because I have my family just came home. So I'm just gonna close this off. Sending it into the earth. Very welcome. So thank you everyone for joining me. If you'd ever like to book a session with me, there's a link in my bio, so you can always do so. I also post these lives on YouTube, so if you subscribe to the link in my Linktree, my YouTube channel is there for you. So I'm just slogging off, so I won't bother you. Yeah, I am teaching level 1 next Saturday, so if that is something that you're interested in, please send me an email at reikiosame@gmail.com, and I will answer your questions. So I hope you all have a beautiful night. I'm gonna go to sleep. I'll see you all soon. Bye.
You didn't want to have Jeremy.
I don't know how to close this.
Just photobomb your vlog with makeup.
I don't know how to close my live. There we go.
Spider-Man.
Bye.